Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering the second story in Superboy issue 9, The Boy Who Stole a Brain, which is way more exciting than it actually is. That title is not accurate at all. It's no kid stealing a brain. It's no, B story that would have been fun. No, it's actually more of an after-school special about how cheaters never prosper, which it doesn't even do that accurately. Essentially, how Superboy goes around to prove why cheating is bad. It's kind of ridiculous and almost saves this comic. Its real problem is none of this is particularly all that enjoyable to watch Superboy use his powers against. Mostly he's kind of torturing somebody, another child. I like to call him Charlie the Cheater. Or Charlie the Cheat. All we really know about him is his name is Charlie and he cheats to become a better person, essentially. And sort of make the argument of why we learn the things we do in school. In a more dramatic, you're going to die, you're going to die unless you know chemistry right now sort of way. I guess Superboy is sort of like Jigsaw trying to prove why you should be going to school. And why it was important to learn your multiplication tables, even if you don't use them every day. I'm actually into this idea now. Let's get Bloomhouse on the phone. So there's like a big test coming up and there's a reward. And Charlie sort of admits that he's been cheating. So half this comic, and I can't fault its structure, is about Charlie cheating on this test and getting the highest grade. And Superboy Clark trying to stop him while the test is going on. Clark does very bad on the test because he's spending all his time paying attention to what Charlie's doing instead of taking the test. Fascinating for somebody with super speed. Now, what I have to give Charlie is he's a cheating savant. Like, he has so many ways to cheat. He's got them on the side on a wallpaper. He's wearing special glasses that Superboy has to melt. Man, if I was wearing special sunglasses that had all the information on them while I was taking a test and they started to melt, I think God was mad at me. And to be fair, God is kind of mad with him. The Superboy God. And even with all of this attention Superboy is giving him, he still gets the highest grade on the test. Wow, he is an amazing cheater. I think I learned the wrong lesson from this comic. I'm just more amazed by how good of a cheater Charlie is, and I wish I could be that good of a cheater. So that is our setup. So how are we going to bring him down a peg? How are we going to teach him that he shouldn't be cheating, that cheaters never prosper, as is the moral of the story? Well, Superboy is going to throw him around into different circumstances where he could easily get out of the danger or whatever threats going on that Superboy has just thrown this other kid into. Oh man, you know, sometimes he doesn't put enough effort into a character's story arc and trying to change them, and then other times he just goes absolutely hog wild with it and goes absolutely the opposite way, where like, I think this kid is in danger. Please stop this, Superboy. If he doesn't have like basic school knowledge. Like I said, a Jigsaw for children. Well, now I want this as an animated show. I think it could do really well and get me sectioned. But I can't fault the setup to the payoff. I'm still just a little confused by how good of a cheater he was, by the fact he still did very well on the test. And I guess this was all somewhat of a challenge for Superboy to accomplish, seeing that he ended up being stuck in class and then has to figure out a way to break his detention to get to Charlie to teach him the lesson. So, hey, it does make things difficult. It's just like none of the ways he's using his powers are specifically special. It's, once again, just the bare minimum work. You're not really thinking much about Superboy's powers, and you're not making it particularly dynamic to show them. Melting a kid's glasses, I guess, is fine. But it's one panel, and I think he could have done something tremendously grand by stopping him cheating. If anything, it's shown the low effort he tried to do in stopping him didn't stop him. Okay, that is it from Superboy issue 9, The Boy Who Stole a Brain. Man, wouldn't that have been something to see? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video is up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Friday is Bat Friday, where I cover Batman story, either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the boy of tomorrow? And where do I learn cheating from Charlie? Let's give him his own comic book. He's up to some great things. Okay, have a great day.